Yellow Cardinal Tarot. My name's Carol, and this is a reading for Scorpio mid-March 2024. And so Scorpio, today we're going to be doing the Yellow Cardinal Cross. So we're going to start out with me looking at the situation, the issue at hand that you're dealing with right now, whether it's a pattern showing up in your life, it's a decision you need to make, struggling with something in a relationship at work. And then I'm going to take a card to clarify that, and it'll clarify it or it can obscure it. Like it'll tell me why you're not able to do this certain thing or why it's blocking it, why it's being blocked. And then what I'm going to look at, number 3, is I'm going to look at what you're consciously aware of. What do you know? What do you understand about the situation? And 4 is going to be interesting because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a card from your shadow, from your unconscious, and we're going to do a little bit of shadow work. So if you're not familiar with shadow work, I'm going to leave a video in my description box for you about how to do shadow work, and it's all about healing. This channel is all about healing. That's what I'm here for, to help you heal, help you look at some issues that are showing up in your life. And that's what your shadow is. Your shadow is all those things about yourself that you've buried because, you know, people when you were younger told you these things about yourself and they're not true. And sometimes there's some real nice gifts that are buried in your shadow as well that we don't know about, that we buried. So we're going to look at that because your unconscious part, what you're not aware of, that is what is really going to have a big impact on what's going on with you, what you know consciously, or the issue that you're dealing with. And then in the 5th position, we're going to look at what do you need to do for resolution? Like what needs to be done so that we can heal the situation you're sitting in. And then finally, number 6, we're going to look at some direction from the tarot. You know, what's kind of the understanding here for you to move forward with this. And so let's start off, Scorpio, with one card to find out where you're sitting right now. Okay, so I'll ask the tarot for one card where you're sitting. All right, one card, please. All right, so the 2 of Swords in reverse is sitting here. And then I need one card now for, that came out quickly, the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, and it's in reverse. So just going to put it like that so I know that it's in reverse. All right, 3, what you're conscious of. Your cards are coming up quickly here. They want to speak. The 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups, that's what you're conscious of. What's coming up in your shadow that's having an impact on you? Temperance card. The Temperance card. Number 5. What's needed for resolution? What is needed for resolution here? Oh, 2 cards came out, so I'm going to have to do that again. Just want one card here. What's needed for resolution? There we go. That one came flying out. I like when they fly out because that tells me that the tarot really wants to. The 2 of Wands wants to be known here. Wants to be heard. Okay, so, and finally, I want some advice from the tarot. Advice from the tarot for Scorpio, who's needing some advice for the situation that they're sitting with right now. The 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords. Okay. All right, let's go, Scorpio. So, you're sitting in a situation here where you are in a 2 of Wands. So let's look at this upright first to decide what it means in reverse. So the 2 of Wands is a situation where you need to make a decision. All right, you're sitting in a place where a decision needs to be made. However, you have a blindfold on. This person is not even, they don't even realize they're trying to make a decision between these 2 swords. They don't even realize that they're both exactly the same. If they took their blindfold off, they would see that they're the exact same, so it wouldn't really matter. Now, obviously, you know, it's not that simple, not that easy with the decision that you're sitting with that you need to make. But the thing is here is you're sitting in a position where your blindfold is on and you're not even willing to consider either option. And it's in reverse here. So that could tell me that maybe you're starting to want to get out of that, and you're realizing that, okay, I have to make a decision here. Like, you know, when it's upright like this, it's like, no, I'm not even going to look at this. But because it's in reverse, it's like, okay, maybe I'm ready to make a decision here. Maybe I'm ready to look at it. I'm ready to look at it, you know? But there's something blocking it right here, and it's the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is, the king in particular in an upright position and represents the masculine part of us. And everyone has a masculine side and a feminine side. The masculine part of us is very much driven by our ego. And so when it comes to the King of Pentacles, you know, Pentacles is always about our self-worth, our health, our material world. It's all about grounding and finding out who we really are. And so I'm seeing here that there is really a block. It was in reverse here. So there is really a block here to, you know, I think it's your ego coming out that's kind of saying, is really having an effect on your decision, your decision to make this decision is what I want to say here. And so the ego will often tell you, you know, no, don't go there, or don't bother. You know, it's dangerous. Don't open this can of worms up again. Don't do it. And so you might be having a lot of, you know, mental energy going on in your head, because these are the swords, and the swords are all about the mental energy that goes on in our head. And you'll soon see that, because I see that in the 6th position you have more swords here, which is really indicating that you do have this mental energy. And let's face it, when you have to make a decision, it's all about our mental energy, right? Or we're all up in our head. But the ego will often come in our head and kind of just put doubts in our head and mess us right up. And so I see that's where you're sitting right now, is like, you know, maybe you're wanting sort of to do it, but there's something that's going, no, don't go there. That's dangerous. No, wouldn't do that. You know, so you're just kind of going, you're going back in again. You're putting your blindfold back on and you're going, okay, I'm going to stay with the position that I'm in right now. What you're consciously aware of? Well, you're consciously aware of that, you know, there's some emotions here. The 10 of Cups is the card. It's the completion of the Cups suit. And it's the completion of realizing that, you know what, I have all these emotions. I can access my anger if I need it, you know, and I know hopelessness will come in sometimes, and I know grief will come in sometimes. And so you're very much aware that maybe there's some emotions here that you've been feeling and you need to feel over this situation, and maybe, you know, you're accessing them. Maybe you're starting to get a little bit angry here, or, you know, you're ready to get at this, make this decision that you need to make. And this whole thing about what you're not aware of that's coming up in your shadow right now, that's having an impact on this. I think there's a part of you that really wants all of this to happen like now. And Scorpio, I know that sometimes you're a sign that can be compulsive. And so if we are compulsive, sometimes we just want things to happen now without thinking. But the Temperance card is coming here and is saying, well, wait, hold up here. Maybe you're willing to make this decision, but we need to really slow this process down a little bit more. Maybe in the past you've made decisions where you didn't think about it. And this time it's like, no, we're going to take this, you know, slowly. And sometimes this Temperance can mean, oh, maybe we need to kind of wait a bit, you know, like kind of just maybe stop. just for a bit, you know. And that's where the Temperance card comes up. And this is a general reading, so you're going to know what it means. But it really means, like, you know, this is a process. This whole journey, the whole healing journey, or, you know, decisions that we make are a process. And they take time. And we need to think about this. Sometimes we do make compulsive decisions. Just because you're Scorpio doesn't mean that, you're the only one that does it. We all do it. Two of Wands comes up in reverse for what's needed for a resolution. Well, the Two of Wands here is very interesting card, because the Two of Wands is the beginning of the suit. And the Suit of Wands is all about taking our life in a certain direction, right? And this is the beginning of the suit. It's number 2 between 1 and 10. So it's where we just start to think about what we want to do. Just a little nudges come in our head. And so, and this is where you're like, it's going to take time here. Like this is saying right here, it takes time. And so you need to kind of think about it, kind of take a step back and think about it. But it's in reverse here, it's saying this is the kind of the planning stage where you're just starting to think about it. But I think here, you're a bit blocked. There's something here that's still not right. There's something here that's blocking you from going forward. The number 3 in here is actually where you really start to plan and go forward here. But you're at a real early stage here for what you want to do, and it's blocked. And I think it's important that you know why it's blocked, that you know why. And the tarot's going to tell us why. Because you get this in reverse, this 7 of Swords. So let's look at this card here. The 7 of Swords is called the Thief card. It looks like he's running away with these 5 swords. But I want you to look carefully at how he's holding them. He's holding them with his hand and by the point. That's very dangerous, right? So these swords here that he's holding are very dangerous. And swords are our mental thoughts. They're the mental thoughts about ourselves, what we believe about ourselves, what we've been told about ourselves. And so this card is saying, well, you're being blocked here from making this decision that you want to do because of certain beliefs that you have about yourself that you've kind of stolen. And I'm going to say you've inherited them when you were younger. People told you this. And I think there's a real resistance here on your part to examining what have you been told? What is it about this decision-making situation that you're in right now? Why can't you make this decision? Like, who or what sort of beliefs do you have that people have told you about yourself that are impacting this? So I really feel like this is I almost feel like this reading is telling you to, whoa, yes, you need to make a decision here, but let's take this one a little bit slower. Maybe last time you did it and you kind of regretted what you did. And this time we're going to just take it a little bit slower here. And it needs just a little bit of planning here and figure out, what's going on. And start to listen to these things that you're telling yourself, that you're hearing in your head, that maybe the King of Pentacles here, the Mr. Ego self is telling you. It's like he's saying these things in your head and you're believing them and they're not true. So it's time to start to really listen to what you're telling yourself and start to question it. Start to question it in regards to this decision that you want to make for yourself. That was an interesting reading, Scorpio. So what I want to do right now is I want to take an oracle card from the Sacred Creators deck. And I'll end with that. I'm also going to link the March 2024 reading at the end of this video if you haven't had a chance to see it, because the energies and still still apply to you in March of that reading. So you have this one that fell out. It's called Befriend the Word Polarized. So let's read that one. Befriend the word, I want to say world, but it's word. All right. Polarize isn't a bad word. Great leaders are not selling safe, usual, everyday ideas. It's time to bravely put your truth and your wisdom out on display in order to find those individuals who totally love what you're saying. Finding those soulful kindreds may mean that there will be others who disagree with what you're all about. And you see, that's where that Seven of Swords energy comes in, where these things that you've been told. And so whatever it is you want to do, others may disagree. And that's okay. It's time to get comfortable with this possibility and steer clear of any safely watered down vanilla choices that are meant to keep you palatable and liked. You are anything but average, so don't hide your powerful message from the world by trying to appeal to the taste of the masses. Growth and change are by nature uncomfortable for some people, and your particular brand of magic won't be perfect for everybody. Your people will feel compelled by your authentic stories, your courage, vulnerability, and honesty. Be courageous and allow your unique flavor of awesome sauce to shine through. You'll attract people who are fiercely in love with whatever you're up to, and your heart will feel so full that the light of the world will spill forth from your joy. Wow, whatever you're up to, here it is right here. Whatever you're up to, Scorpio, you can do this. And others may not be on the same page as you, might not agree with it, but it's okay. You get to be you. Take care, and I get to see you in April. Bye-bye.